We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Giants. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Giants at 7 and 9 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And now they'll shift things around. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Andre Sisco there on the stop. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
You gotta be kidding me. Okay, let's control the trenches. Right now, let's go get it rolling, fellas. Get that first down, fellas. Keep the ball moving. Push him down. Get some points on the board. Get some momentum, hero.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now 3rd down and very long. Back to throw. Daniels. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the play. And got his man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. Call it a gain of a yard. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Daniels. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it.
I
think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Keep it rolling, boys. Keep it rolling. Right now, let's go get 6.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
On first down, Daniels. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the gun on third down, Williams. That is caught and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Chicago.
They'll run right here with Swift. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Swift. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. In motion left is a running back. Williams now going to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Now the try here for the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Off play action. Daniels. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's got him in. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt, 88 yards. And the Giants get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Williams, off play action. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught downfield by Moore. There he goes right side. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. DJ Moore. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Giants 7.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he is going to lose yardage here. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
17-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now Williams throwing to start the drive. Touchdown! A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Gimme! You can do it, baby!
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here's Williams looking to throw on second down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So from the 37, here's second down and 2. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They go play action here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to throw. Williams sliding out of the pocket. That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion, Slayton. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw again. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On second down, Swift. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Second and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Has it to Hyatt on the out route. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
At the Bears' 32-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. That's complete to Slayton. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brings up second and 8.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Thank you.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And got his man, complete. Now he's loose again. Touchdown Bears. DJ Moore, 85 yards. And the Bears continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Giants 14.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
That was terrible. Awful. Seriously, just disgraceful.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
52 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Catch made by Slayton. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35.
By the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
59, Giants 21.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
In it to win it! Oh, yeah? We got more where that came from.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.